Wine drinking people, today is Saturday, the 3rd of December, and if you notice, man, we don't have a lot of wine drinking events going on this month, and if you notice, our email has been relatively silent over the last week. We've been really busy already with our holiday gift box production, and I figure we should stop today just to give our good friends Randy and Debbie Lewis and Dennis kudos on their winning Wine of the Year in the Wine Spectator. And I can tell you, this is something I rarely look at anymore. A lot of these wines were rated very high earlier on in the year in the Spectator, and they've sold out. So usually we can't get the wine that is the #1 wine. But I can tell you for sure that you can get Lewis Napa Valley Cabernet here at the Wine Watch. Every single vintage it's released, we do an offering on it every year. Sometimes we include it on an offer twice. So even though the 2013 Cabernet Napa, which they do make a reserve, they make a Cuvée L. We have a little bit of the Cuvée L left, 3 bottles. That is their top Cabernet from this outstanding 2013 vintage. We got another great vintage on the shelf here. 2014, don't wait for the Wine Spectator to come out and rate this wine. 95 points like the 2013, and it sells out before you get yours. It is one of the greatest Cabernets made in California, and maybe the only wine that's ever garnered the Wine of the Year in the Wine Spectator, where the vintner has no vines at all. These guys buy every grape that they make into wine at Lewis Cellars, and always have. And one of the great things that the Lewises have is great sources. They've been in the business since 1992, their very first vintage. But before that, they were with Oakville Ranch Winery, and the first vintage with their name on it, the 1991 Lewis Select Oakville Ranch, one of the wines of the vintage, only 450 cases produced, and still all of these wines very limited. They only made 1,600 cases of their 2013 Napa Cab. Hey, the rarest wine of all is the Merlot, and we only make 175 cases of the 2014 Merlot, and this, in often years, is my favorite wine from the Lewises. The Merlot has this lovely, plush, dense, plummy fruit to it, and I like their comparison to the 1956 recording hit Blueberry Hill by Fats Domino. This Merlot is just delicious, and like I said, just plush and lush. The tannins velvety smooth and wonderfully balanced. The 2014, we still have a few cases left. I request this wine every year. The Chardonnay 2015 Napa, this wine scores 95 points on the Wine Spectator, and this is my top pick for Chardonnay this year. Always the most drinkable of all the Lewis wines right out of the gate. It has this lovely, rich Bosch pear and Fuji apple fruit, delicious caramel custard, pie crust, hazelnut, just thick and unctuous on the tongue, almost a bit oily in texture. It is so rich, but has wonderful acidity. Only 1,800 cases of this wine produced. Hey, it's in our D1, the closer gift box this year. That's right, our top pick for red and white always goes into the closer box. So check it out. All of our gift boxes are now online. And then kudos again to the Lewises for producing the #1 wine in the Wine Spectator's illustrious Top 100 for 2016. Check out everything else that's still available from this great California winery. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.